All right, Unit 5, Chapter 3. What I did is just show you what I did with my CD cover. If you can look at it, I took my CD cover and I wrote all the styles in that you have on your Blackboard account, so that immediately when I open my CDs, or you can make a list of it with your book if you're doing it all online, I know exactly what I'm going to do. So we're at Chapter 3 now, Unit 5, and if you look at it, we're going to associate it with style, and that's kind of a thing that we want to get going. Earlier now I said do 15 minutes a day. If you look at this chapter, now we're going to do 30 minutes a day of listening, because as you notice, we keep adding more listening to each session. The book, like I said before, is pretty self-explanatory, and as we do the quizzes, you're going to see that, oh, he's looking for terms, he's looking for the bigger picture of things. You kind of get an idea of what's going on as far as the quizzes. And it should be, at this point, pretty easy to figure out some of the questions I'm going to ask you. But for example, let's go to CD 1, track 11, and this is Cakewalk and Blues. So, the very first thing I hear is "Ra-ba-ba," and I know, boom, that's unique. Is there another piece that starts like that? I don't think so, and it's pretty evident. Now listen to the technology, and I talked about that a little bit earlier, as we progress through the listening, the technology changes, and you actually have a kind of a concept of where we are historically. Okay, and you also hear the trombone, bah, bah, bah. Well, that's another clue. Ooh, that's got to be Cakewalk Blues. I'm gonna associate that with Louis Armstrong or Sidney Bechet. So it's kind of, again, what do you hear? But within that first 15 seconds, I have two really good clues that I can associate with this recording. Again, we're going to discuss your earlier units, YouTube site, and when you look at this, for instance, the piece we just heard, okay, if you look on page 90, there's a couple of terms at the top of the page. One of them is motive. This can you hear that? Ba-ba-ba. There's a rhythmical motive, a short melodic fragment that, again, you can tie into. So when you're listening to your YouTube sites, you could say, I heard Louis Armstrong play a rhythmical motive, and I heard a little tailgate trombone. Boom, I know that you're starting to apply some of those terms that we've had in the earlier study, and you're able to you're demonstrating that you're an educated listener, which is what I'm after. All right, so keep studying, look at these styles, familiarize yourself with different soloists. Bix Beiderbecke, if you listen to Bix, it's kind of an interesting thing. Let's take a look at that at 13, Singing the Blues. Boom, right. That clarinet, but that bent clarinet, and also the unison brass, unison horn figure at the beginning tells me, oh, okay, that's Bix Beiderbecke. Also, do you hear the guitar? Strump, 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 strump. That's new. All of a sudden we have guitar kind of at the forefront of the recording. Wow, that gives me something else to really listen to too. So, Bix is an important figure. He was kind of dramatic. This guy, had he stayed sober, would have been a driving force. He already was, but had he not died from alcoholism, he would have had a much bigger impact. Regrettably, a part of the study of jazz is also a part of the study of alcohol abuse, drug abuse. A lot of the greats had major problems with substance abuse, and like I said, it's a regrettable part of history, but it is what it is, and you can see the side effects of people who had untold talent and skill and actually had their life destroyed because of the outside things. So another lesson for life, we learn from other people, and that doesn't diminish the work they did or the beautiful music they created, but it's just part of jazz history. All right, we'll see you the next Unit 6.